Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great today. In our previous lesson, we looked at how to recover from the loss of a system data file in our container database. In today's lesson, we're going to look at how to recover from the loss of a non-system data file, maybe a user data file. Okay, so as usual, let's invoke our arrowman command and then connect to the target database. And then again, like we did in our previous lesson, we're going to simulate a scenario where the data file is lost. Okay, so let's obtain the data file name that we want to delete so that we can use it in the operating system command. So for that, I'll just execute this simple query, select name from $sign data file, where container ID is equal to, and then select container ID from $sign PDBs, where name is equal to PDB1. Now, if you're familiar with your SQL statement, you should know that this is actually a nested query. So let's execute this. Now, you can see that we have quite a number of data files here, but the one I'll be interested in is this particular one that belongs to the user SOE. So this data file is from the SOE table space. Okay, so I'm just going to take a note of this so I can use it in the operating system remove command. Okay, now let us go ahead and run the operating system remove command using the name of the data file we've just identified from our previous query. Okay, so I'll just execute this real quick. And then you can see that the host command was done successfully. Now, for us to be able to detect this as usual, we'll need to use the validate database command or validate pluggable database this time, okay, because this is from the pluggable database PDB1. So we're executing the command validate pluggable database PDB1 to be able to discover the missing data file. Let's just execute and see how it goes. It says could not access data file 12. So obviously data file 12 is missing. Now you want to take note of this number because you're going to use it when you try to recover from the loss of this particular data file. Okay. All right. So let's look at simple steps on how to recover the data file. So for a start, we need to identify the table space where that data file is coming from. Okay. Remember I told you that you need to take note of the data file number. So in our next query, we'll need to use it. And that next query is very simple. It says select con ID name from $sign table space where table space number is equal to, of course, in a nested query, we need to supply the data file number, which is 12 that we obtained initially from here. Now let's execute this. You can see that the con ID is 3 and then the table space name is SOE-TBS. First, we've been able to identify the data file number, which is 12, and then the con ID, which is 3, the table space name, which is SOE-TBS. Okay, so for us to be able to recover from this, first, let us exit the arrowman prompt. And then the next thing we will try to do is to connect to the arrowman as the sys user, okay, directly to the pluggable database PDB1. So let's execute this command. It says arrowman target sys / the password and then at PDB1. So let's execute this command and see how it goes. Now we are connected to PDB1. Observe that we are connected to PDB1 and not the container database. Okay, so what do we do next? We simply take that particular table space offline. Now, the recovery process for this particular scenario does not involve us shutting down the entire database. We can just take the table space offline and then try to recover the lost data file. By so doing, we will not affect other users of the database. Okay, so first things first, we issue the command alter table space SOETBS offline immediate. Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be alter and not later. Alter table space SOETBS offline immediate. Okay, so statement has been processed. The table space has been taken offline. Now, the next thing we want to do is to issue the command restore table space SOETBS. And then the restore has been completed. Now we use the command recover table space SOETBS. And that is done successfully. Now, after the recovery, you need to bring the table space back online. Okay, so for that, I'll issue the command alter table space SOETBS online. Statement processed. So you can now use the validate pluggable database PDB1 to check again if we have any missing data file. By this simple operation, you've been able to recover the missing data file. So let's go ahead and use the command validate pluggable database PDB1, and then we execute. So we can see that everything is okay from our operations. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was interesting to you. If it was, kindly like it and share widely. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I upload another valuable content. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.